You're listening to KOZQ, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
And welcome here to the Waynesville Softball Stadium, right on next to the Waynesville Football Stadium here in, of course, Waynesville, Missouri, where we are just a few moments away from our first Waynesville Softball broadcast here of the 2023 fall season. Again, it's Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. So glad you could join me here for this one. It certainly took us a little while, of course, because of scheduling conflicts, because of some unfortunate timing situations. We couldn't get out here maybe as quick as I would have liked, but I'm so ready to bring you this contest, which proves to be a lot of fun. The Waynesville Tigers today hosting the Springfield Central Bulldogs. So we've got a lot to talk about here. Waynesville, they have certainly been busy. We're not too deep into the new school year, of course, just about 3-4 weeks in here at this point. Actually, I think closer to 3 weeks at this point. But Waynesville, they've got 12 games under their belt, and tell you what, this team has really kind of come into their own. Last season, we talked about it an awful lot. It felt like this team had the potential to be good. 11-16 a year ago, 3-7 in the Ozark Conference, but we kind of knew that the potential was there. You certainly had some talented players that were coming in as freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and really kind of showing that they had the ability to carry this program into the future. And well, right now, we're kind of seeing that all come to fruition. 8-4 on the campaign, riding a 3-game winning streak here into this game, including 2 wins at the Vienna Softball Invitational. We'll go over some of those games there as we await the start of this one. Scheduled for a 4:30 first pitch, so we'll kind of wait and see how close we get there. Obviously, we've got about a 15-minute pregame here today. So with the time we have, let's go ahead and take a look a little more in depth at the Waynesville schedule. Of course, like I said, riding a 3-game winning streak, including a big win yesterday over Dixon. Dixon, of course, a very quality program in the Frisco League, 22-2. That game was being played in Dixon yesterday, so Waynesville riding an awful lot of momentum. That is a season high for them as far as runs go. But when you really look at this schedule, you notice that this team is very, very good at keeping runs off the board. Things got started at the Mooresville softball tournament. Took a couple losses to begin the year, but to 2 pretty solid teams in Carthage and Hartville. It was a 6-2 loss to the Carthage Tigers, a 1-0 loss there to Hartville. Then they were able to pick up their first win of the season in that final game at that tournament, beating Leeton with Chiloe at 4-0. A 6-0 win over Hillcrest, a 5-0 win over West Plains, a 10-2 win over Hartville. In fact, this team has seen Hartville 3 times this year. They've won the set 2-1, so they definitely turned that around after that disappointing loss at the outset of the season. 10-0 loss to Camdenton, kind of the lone blowout this year as far as the losses go. Camdenton, very quality program, but an 11-1 win over Lakeway. And then, like I said, just coming off of the Vienna softball tournament on the 9th of September, it was a loss to the host Vienna 4-1, but wins over St. Francis Borgia 6-3, and then a 4-1 win over Hartville, again, taking 2 out of 3 against the Eagles this year. And then, of course, like I said, the 22-2 win against Dixon. So this is a team that returns quite a few quality starters. We'll talk about that here in just a few moments. But, of course, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves a quick time out. We've got ourselves some sponsors. I'll let them identify themselves. When we come back, let's talk about some players, including the returning starting pitcher who has been oh so key to this team so far this year. But, again, back in a few minutes, you're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Softball right here on Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does Seeger Toyota of St. Robert do for you? Number 1, we provide a great atmosphere. Number 2, with over 220 new Toyotas either on the ground or heading our way, we provide a great selection of new Seeger Toyotas. And number 3, we have you covered for pre-owned as well with over 140 on the ground now. You get to deal with the number 1 new car dealer, used car dealer, and service department as voted by you through the Best of the Best of Pulaski County Awards 2023. Let us show you what it's like to be treated the Seeger way and make this buying a car thing fun, like it should be. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
And once again, welcome back here to the Waynesville Softball Stadium, where our coach is actually meeting at home plate, so we actually might get going a little bit earlier than I thought here. Again, scheduled for a 4:30 start here today, but Waynesville 8-4 on the season. Let's go ahead and go over their starting lineup here in this one. Batting leadoff form, that'll be the catcher, Riley Grosswiener. Then batting second, how about the center fielder? That's going to be a freshman in Alexis Ninadich. Batting third, that's your pitcher, Emma Ray. We'll certainly talk about her in a few moments. And batting cleanup today, that'll be your third baseman in Reagan Grosswiener. The designated player batting fifth here today, that's Soraya Horsey. Batting sixth will be your first baseman in Molly Zarcone. Batting seventh today, that'll be the shortstop, Kendall Cobb. Batting eighth will be the second baseman in Caden O'Brien. And then finally batting ninth today, that'll be the right fielder in Jennifer Boyd. There will be a flex player here today. That'll be out in left field. That'll be Giselle Perez. So Grosswiener, Ninadich, Ray, Grosswiener, Horsey, Zarcone, Cobb, O'Brien, Boyd, and Perez, the lineup today for the Tigers. As far as the Bulldogs go, again, 0-5 on the season. We'll have to talk a little bit more about Central, like I said, as we go throughout today's game. Batting leadoff form today, that'll also be the catcher, Izzy Wooliver. Batting second will be the pitcher, Autumn Wench. Batting third will be the center fielder, Madison Taylor. Batting cleanup will be the third baseman in Morgan Martins. Batting fifth will be the shortstop, that's Evelyn Hasselden. Lost my count there. Batting sixth will be the first baseman, Callie Tompkins. Batting seventh will be the right fielder, Ashlyn DeGodoy. Batting eighth will be the left fielder, Matilda Ward. And then finally, batting ninth, that'll be the second baseman in Natalia Muller. Again, the Bulldogs are 0-5 here this season. And really, I'll tell you right now, Waynesville is pretty much the solid favorite here in this one. I think that really goes without saying. Springfield, or should I say Central, they have not gotten out of a game without giving up less than 15 runs here this season. Their closest opportunity was a loss to Max Creek, their first game of the year. They lost that one to the Lady Pirates 15-5. Since then, losses to Bolivar, Lebanon, Kickapoo, and Rolla. Two of those losses were by 20 or more runs. So Waynesville, they'll be hoping for some offense here today. They'll be hoping to get the bats going here and maybe try to find themselves a run rule victory against this Central squad. So we've got the national anthem coming up here again in just a few moments. We'll also have the starting lineups. Let's go ahead and take ourselves another timeout. When we come back, it'll pretty much be time for first pitch. Again, Waynesville and Central. You're listening to Lady Tiger Softball right here on Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older, even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps, and at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Football season means one thing, tailgate parties. And for 46 years running, the best-selling tailgates have been Ford F-Series. And right now at Edmore's Ford in St. Robert, you can get their best deals of the year on every built Ford Tough truck in stock. Hurry in today to get great low APR finance rates, big cash back, and amazing low monthly payments. So before you head to the game, head to Edmore's Ford in St. Robert and get the ultimate tailgate for the ultimate tailgate party. Stop by now and get backed by Morse today.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
It's football season, and Paul's Furniture's got the way to recline. If you're looking for something that kicks back, lays back, goes flat, we've got it all here in stock and ready to go for Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Ashley, some of the biggest name brands, and we've got a huge recliner sale going on right now. Buy one, get the second one at half price. Great football season coming up. Got basketball, we got baseball, we've got it all, but you can recline in comfort at Paul's Furniture with free delivery.
Autumn means falling leaves and falling prices at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save up to 50% on Pennzoil Full Synthetic and Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil. Plus, earn a $20 gift card when you buy 10 quarts or 2 5-quart bottles. Save $16 on a pair of Trico silicone ceramic wiper blades. Similar savings on other wiper blades from Napa and Rain-X. Save 33% on selected small engine products like Prime Line 2-cycle oil. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. One topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
And once again, welcome back here to the Waynesville Softball Stadium. Emma Ray in the circle here for the Tigers, going through her warm-up tosses here as we await the start of today's contest, our inaugural broadcast of Waynesville Softball here in the 2023 season, taking on the Springfield Central Bulldogs. So again, Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. Like I said, apologies for it taking so long to get on out here. We had some scheduling conflicts, we had some timing issues, but ultimately we are out here. We'll have plenty more home games and one road game there as well as we move throughout the rest of the campaign. So the Tigers 8-4 on the season, and Emma Ray in the circle. She's been a big part of that. Emma Ray, of course, a 3.21 ERA a season ago. These are last year's numbers. 7-9, of course, but she set a school record for strikeouts so close to the 200 mark, 199 Ks last year. You might remember on the air last year, we were counting up how many double-digit strikeout games she had. Well, 199 total strikeouts. That's certainly nothing, nothing to be ashamed of. School records usually aren't. But anyway, throw will go on down, and we will see Izzy Wolliver. That'll be the leadoff batter here for the Bulldogs as we get going here. We'll go over the defensive arrangement here for the Tigers as we move throughout this first at bat. So Wolliver will bat from the right-hand side of the plate. Again, Central 0-5 on the campaign. A little less experience as far as this campaign goes. Obviously, one team has played 12 games this year. A couple tournaments certainly help with that. Central not competing in any tournaments. Only solo games. But the first pitch here from Ray is a fastball taken high, and that's going to be ball one. So again, Ray in the circle behind the plate. That's Riley Grosvenor. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and that'll even the count up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Over at first base today, Molly Zarcone. Second base, Caden O'Brien. Over at short, Kendall Cobb. 1-1 pitch is on the way. Here's another swing and a miss, and that's 1-2. And over at third base, you've got Reagan Grosvenor. Just giving a fun fact about Reagan Grosvenor just before we went on, or came back for the national anthem. Here's a pitch right down the middle, strike 3 called. So Ray wasting no time here and picking up her first strikeout of the game. And with 1 away here in the top of the first, that brings us to the pitcher, Autumn Wench. Get your outfield here in a moment. First pitch from Ray to the left-handed hitting. Wench is taken high, ball 1. Out in left field today, again, that's Giselle Perez. Center fielder, that's Alexis Nenadich. Here's a pitch outside, that's ball 2. And out in right field today, Jennifer Boyd. Next pitch, here's a ball fouled off behind us. At least behind home plate. Ray will get a strike back here, 2-1. Actually, I look out in the field here. Looks like they actually had a last-second switch out there. Looks like Perez may actually be in right field. Here's a swing and a miss. Wench can't catch up to the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So swap Boyd and Perez today. Nenadic is out in center field. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt, 3-2. Of course, we're here in Waynesville. No dirt, all turf. But a lovely, lovely ballpark. Here's the payoff pitch. Right down the middle. Strike 3 called. 2 strikeouts, both looking now for Ray here in the top of the first. And the Tigers looking to put up a 0 spot here on the Bulldogs. Here's the center fielder, Madison Taylor. Taylor batting from the right-hand side. She takes the first pitch high and outside, ball 1. I think I spent about half of last year talking about how much I actually like this ballpark. The Tiger logo out in center field, the banner. There's a pitch that misses inside, 2-0. It's a nice location for a ballpark, too. Here's the 2-0 now. Caught the outer edge this time. We'll get a strike back, 2-1. On deck here, Morgan Martins. If Taylor manages to keep the inning going. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, though. Low gets away from Grosvenor, but nobody on to take advantage of it. We go 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. Was it taken high? Yes, it was. That'll be ball 4. So 2 strikeouts and a walk here in the first. Central has their first base runner. Taylor will trot on down the first. Bringing us third baseman Morgan Martins. Martins, another right-handed batter. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Strike 1. Batting cleanup today. Trying to advance this base runner around. Again, Central has been shut out in 4 straight games. Here's another pitch taken. This time, it'll be called strike 2. Scored 5 runs in that first game of the year against Max Creek, but then kind of ran the gambit a little bit of Ozark Conference teams. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Maybe fouled it off. Yep, they're going to say she did. And we'll stay at 0-2. Next 0-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a miss. That one's for sure, and that'll end the inning. So Ray finds herself 3 strikeouts to get this one going. We'll see if the Tigers can pick anything up here as we enter the bottom half of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. You're listening to Waynesville Lady Tiger Softball, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does Seeger Toyota of St. Robert do for you? Number 1, we provide a great atmosphere. Number 2, with over 220 new Toyotas either on the ground or heading our way, we provide a great selection of new Seeger Toyotas. And number 3, we have you covered for pre-owned as well with over 140 on the ground now. You get to deal with the number 1 new car dealer, used car dealer, and service department as voted by you through the best of Pulaski County Awards 2023. Let us show you what it's like to be treated the Seeger way and make this buying a car thing fun like it should be. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
Getting back to it here momentarily. Bottom of the first. Waynesville holding Central scoreless in the top half of the inning. 3 strikeouts already on the day for senior pitcher Emma Ray. But we'll see what the Waynesville bats can do. Allie Grosvenor, Alexis Nenadic, Emma Ray. All set to hit here again. This Waynesville team 8-4. And still have quite a bit of youth. You do have some seniors, obviously Emma Ray, the senior, but you'll have a sophomore and a freshman lining things up here. Of course, Nenadic, the freshman, Grosvenor, one of a few sophomores here in the starting lineup here today. Starting pitcher, again, for the Bulldogs, Autumn Wench, going through her warm-up tosses, throw down to second, and we'll get going here. No score, Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. So Grosvenor will step in here. Behind the plate, right-handed hitter. She'll settle in. First pitch on the way from the left-handed Wench. The swing and a ground ball sent between the gap over at short and third. That's going to be a base hit. Waynesville wasting no time in picking up their first hit today. So Riley Grosvenor picks herself up the leadoff single. With one aboard, again, here's the freshman center fielder, Alexis Ninadich. Waynesville graduating 3 seniors last year, or at least 3 letter winners. First pitch, too low. Taking off for second is Grosvenor. She'll find her way in. So Waynesville a runner in scoring position now, waiting the first pitch to Ninadich. Of course, Alyssa Hillman, Joe Jones, Brittany Davison all graduating. Next pitch on the way is again low, ball 2. Next pitch on the way to Ninadich is high, and that's ball 3. Three straight pitches outside the zone. First base unoccupied. Runner over on second. Next pitch. Lynch fires it in. Outside. Ball 4. Ninadich draws the walk. So now 2 aboard here for a powerful hitter here. Again, the senior pitcher, Emma Ray. Last season, Ray, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. Batted about the 275. Not the highest average on the team, but certainly one of the most powerful bats. First pitch, though, is in the dirt. Ball 1. (1-0) now. That one well outside. To the backstop it goes. Both runners going to advance. Second and third now. And a 2-0 count. Wild pitch will send Riley Grosvenor over to third. Ninadich now standing on second. 2-0 pitch on the way. Again, too low, ball 3. Walk here loads the bases. Loads the bases for Reagan Grosvenor. I'll tell you what, that'll be a great segue into my fun fact. I'm going to hold off on it just a little bit. Just a little bit longer. Here comes the 3-0. It's high, ball 4. 8 straight pitches outside the zone now for Wench, and the bases are loaded. So Riley Grosvenor on third, Ninadich on second, Ray on first, and here comes Reagan Grosvenor. Actually, we'll get a pinch runner here. Sadie Fawn will run for Ray. Courtesy runner, if you will. But we'll still get Reagan Grosvenor. Grosvenor, well, she had a grand slam the other day. A walk-off grand slam. During the Vienna softball tournament. So no stranger here. Tell you what, it'd be nice. First pitch, though, is taken well outside. Ball 1. Defeated Hartville with that grand slam. Only runs of the game. Picked up by Waynesville. 1-0 pitch is taken high, and that's ball 2. So Lynch having some problems finding the zone. Waynesville 1 hit in the inning, 2-0. Here's a swing, and here's a line drive out toward left field. That's going to get by for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Waynesville's going to try for 2, maybe even 3. Ninadich will score. Rounding third is Fawn. They're going to go for 4, and that's going to be a grand slam here for Reagan Grosvenor. An inside the park grand slam, but everybody's going to score. And Waynesville takes a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. It was pretty much expected that Waynesville would score some runs, but making it look fairly simple here in this first inning. Most of their wins this year have been rather low-scoring affairs. 6 runs, 4 runs. Well, they've got that total here in the first. So, with the bases now empty, brings us to designated player Soraya Horsey. Batting 5th in the lineup. Might have missed the first pitch there. We'll have to catch up on the count. but Horsey a right-handed batter. Next pitch, that one drops in there for a strike. Not giving us the count, but like I said, we'll catch up when we can. Next pitch. That one's definitely high, and that's going to be 3-1. There we go. Three one. That one's outside, and that'll be ball 4. Third walk picked up in the inning here. So far, every Tiger has managed to reach base. 2 hits, 3 walks. Here's first baseman Molly Zarcone. First pitch to Zarcone, outside. Horsey a big jump off of first, but she'll retreat back to the bag. Zarcone, a newcomer to the varsity level. One of 4 sophomores really on this varsity squad. 3 of them in the starting lineup today. Actually, several of them in the starting lineup today. There's actually more. Hold on. Next pitch outside. Horsey taking off for second. She'll be in there easily. She'll stand now in scoring position. You got the Grosvenors. They are sophomores. Caden O'Brien, who we'll see here momentarily. She's a sophomore. Kendall Cobb's a sophomore. There's a lot of them, is what I'm trying to say. Nina Ditch is a freshman. This is a very young team. Of course, led by the senior Ray. 3-0 count here to Zarcone. Next one. That one caught the inside edge. 3-1. Kendall Cobb, one of those many sophomores, is on deck. 3-1. One hops the plate. Horsey taking off for third. No throw. But Zarcone will draw the walk as well. So first and third. A 4-0 ball game. And again, the sophomore shortstop, Kendall Cobb, to the plate. Cobb, not a newcomer to varsity. The starter all last season for the Lady Tigers. First pitch on the way. One hops the plate. Zarcone over to second. 1-0 count here to Cobb, the 7th batter of the inning. Number 7 in the lineup, of course. 1-0 pitch, just outside, 2-0. After this, we'd see Caden O'Brien. And Jennifer Boyd would wrap things up before we go back to the top of the order. 2-0 now. That one looks good. Called as such, 2-1. Big thank you to all of our sponsors today. Mary's County Bank, Sear Toyota, Bank of Crocker, Waynesville Memorial Chapel, Edmores Ford, and St. Robert. Here's a swing, line drive out toward left. This might score another couple. One's already scored. Horsey will score. Zarcone going to come in as well, make it 6-0 Tigers here in the first. So 2 RBI single here for Cobb. She'll stop over on first. And again, the Tigers, they're taking care of business. Looking for win number 9 on the year. So runner on first here, not for much longer. First pitch taken high as Cobb takes off for second. 1-0 count here to Caden O'Brien, left-handed batter. Wide open stance, foot down the first base line. Next pitch. Inside here, 2-0. 2-0 count now. Next one. Down the middle of the plate, but a little low. Throw on to third. Not going to be there. Cobb's in there safely. So perhaps a 7th run. Standing one bag away now for the Tigers. 3-0 count, though, here to O'Brien. Next pitch. Wanted to go around on it. Held up, but it caught the corner anyway. 3-1. 3-1, hitters count. Next one to, maybe caught the lower half of the zone. We'll go full here at 3-2, excuse me. So our second full count of the inning here. 8th batter of the inning. Next pitch to O'Brien. Swung on, miss. That's strike 3. So that'll be out number 1 here as O'Brien strikes out swinging. Leaves Cobb over at third for the time being as our 9th hitter comes up. The left-handed hitting, Jennifer Boyd. Boyd again playing out in left today. Looking to lay down a bunt here. Pulls it back. One hops the plate for ball 1. Boyd very much a contact hitter. Try to slap him down the lines. Try to get on base. And then use her speed from there. 1-0. Again squaring up. Pitch drops up high. 2-0. Boyd also a senior, by the way. So lots of experience. Here's a bunt laid down, coming back to the circle. Wench has it, but no throw over at first. It's going to be a bunt single, also an RBI single for Boyd, as Waynesville takes a 7-0 lead. So Cobb scores from third. As Boyd lays down a very nice bunt. Back toward the circle here. She stands over on first now. So we go back to the top of the order here. Here's a hard hit ground ball over to third. Play is going to be over at first, but the throw is not in time. Will be an infield single here for Riley Grosvenor, who has herself her second hit in this inning. Boyd kind of stalled there between first and second. Was able to find her way to the bag, though. As again, Grosvenor finds her way on. Waynesville's inning continues here, still with 2 outs to work with. Alexis Nenadich back at the plate. Nenadich taking one low here. Both runners take off. Throw to third. Not going to be there. As Boyd slides in there. Meanwhile, behind her, Grosvenor moves on up to second. Lots of stolen bases. Lots of wild pitches here in this inning as well. Getting those runners in scoring position. 1-0 pitch. Above the head now of Nenadich. 2-0. On deck here again, Emma Ray. Nenadich still looking for an at-bat. She walked her first time here earlier in the inning. Here is this ground ball, soft over toward short. Throw would be toward first, but again, no throw. Waynesville too quick down the lines. It's an RBI single for Nenadich. And it's an 8-0 Tiger lead. So there's your first knock for Nenadich. Also gets the RBI to boot. And with one aboard, again, here is Ray. Ray walked on 4 straight first time up. First pitch to her, also 2-0. Gets away from Wolliver, both runners moving on. Said 1 on, actually 2 on. Riley Grosvenor on third, and Nenadich on second. Here with 1 out in this bottom of the first. 1-0 now. Gets to the backstop here, trying to score on the play is Grosvenor. She'll slide in there, make it a 9-0 game. That's the first run of the inning not scored on a base hit. So that'll go down as a wild pitch to score the run. But Waynesville keeps on tallying them up here. Runner on third now, 2-0. Floated one high again, 3-0. Ray yet to see a strike in her 2 at-bats. Maybe this will be the one. Reagan Grosvenor on deck. Here comes the 3-0. Ray taking it all the way here. Dropped in the middle. 3-1. Thank you to the rest of our sponsors. I don't remember where I left off. I think I left off here. Well, we'll be safe. Big thank you to Waynesville Memorial Chapel, Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, Shelter Mutual Insurance. Here's a swing. Pop up. Going back on his wench. She can't bring it in. And everyone's safe. 10-0 now in favor of the Tigers. Coming home from third is Nenadich. Make it a 10 spot here in the first. So that ball just barely got over the head of Wench. Put it right where nobody could get it here. As again, Ray will be subbed out here for a courtesy runner. Fawn back in to run. Here's Reagan Grosvenor. 4 RBIs. Again, we have not left the first. Our second grand slam in as many games. Don't see that every day. Swinging away once again. Here's a hard hit ground ball off the glove of the second baseman, but over to second base where they get the force out. Well, that's one way to get the 6-3 or the 6-4 fielder's choice. Ball ricocheted off the glove of the shortstop. That would be Evelyn Hasselden. But it rolled along over to second base where Natalia Muller was standing. Was able to pick it up and get the force. So Fawn is thrown out, trying to get the second. There's 2 down now. But a runner still on first here for Soraya Horsey. Horsey facing an 0-1 count. Make that 1-1 now. She walked, later scored. The 14th batter here in this inning. Big inning. Great way to start our broadcast season for the Lady Tigers. 1-1 here. Skips the plate. 2-1. Like I said, the Tigers very much the favorites in this one. Good to see them proving as such. 2-1. Horsey swinging away. Ground ball sent over toward third. They'll scoop it up. Throw over to first. Not in time. Horsey again beats it down the line. She's got her first hit of the day. Meanwhile, Reagan Grossfener over to second. First and second. 2 away. Molly Zarcone at the plate again. Thank you to Paul's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and Domino's Pizza in St. Robert. First pitch here to Zarcone, taking called strike 1. Zarcone walked and scored. Again, she is the 15th batter of the inning. 0-1 now on the way. Here's a swing and a miss, but the ball gets by the catcher. And that'll allow both runners to move on. Wild pitch, but that makes it 0-2 here on Zarcone. Chase that one just a little bit outside. Trying to make something happen. I can respect it. Here comes the 0-2 now. Holds off that one. That one also a little bit too high as well as outside, and it's 1-2. Of course, we'll have some players that deliver here for you. At the conclusion of this one, already have a candidate amongst several. Next pitch. 2-strike pitch. Just inside, 2-2. Thought we were going to see a strike call there, but ultimately just missed inside. Back to an even count, 2-2. Wench fires it in. Next pitch, too high, 3-2. So after facing an 0-2 count, Zarcone's brought it back to a full count. Third time we've seen it here in the inning. Payoff pitch upcoming. First base unoccupied. Kendall Cobb on deck. And Caden O'Brien if we go any farther than that. Here is the payoff pitch. Looks good. Called strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So the second strikeout of the day here for Wench. But Waynesville, well, that's about what you want from your offense in the first. They pick up 10 runs on a host of hits. There were no errors. And there was 2 runners left over on base. So, with that, we move on to the top of the second. Waynesville already out in front. They lead Springfield Central 10-0. You're listening to Tiger Softball right here on Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
Coming into the top of the second here in Waynesville, 10-0 our score. The Lady Tigers currently taking care of business here. 10 runs, 8 hits, including an inside-the-park grand slam. Things don't get much better than that for the Lady Tigers, but they're back out into the field here. Emma Ray, 3 strikeouts in the top half of the first. She'll look to continue on here as she faces the number 5 hitter here in the lineup. That'll be the shortstop, Evelyn Hasselden. Hasselden, Tompkins, and Digadoy all set to hit here for the Bulldogs. Connor Harbin here, Z102.3. Guess I'll go digging around here, talk about what we've got coming up later on in the week, and of course, what comes next for Waynesville Lady Tiger softball. First pitch on the way from Ray. Fastball, can't catch up to it, strike 1. Hasselden, a right-handed batter, standing well back in the box. 0-1. Caught a piece of it, but fouled it off to the right, and it's 0-2. Of course, I did give up my 1 copy of the schedule today, so I'm hoping I have one here in my football folder. Next pitch on the way. That one swung on, missed. Strikeout number 4 for Ray. Out number 1 here in the inning. That'll be the first strikeout swinging here for Ray. And with Hasselden gone, brings us to first baseman Callie Tompkins. Check swing on the first pitch, but finds the zone, and it's strike 1. I knew I had an extra copy somewhere. 0-1 now from Ray. Another fastball. Swung on, missed, strike 2. So coming up here on Thursday, just received word, just got the okay. We're heading out to Crocker for some Frisco League action. 0-2, swung on, missed. Well, how about strike 3 once again? Ray wasting no time on Tompkins there. Strikeout number 5. That'll be out number 2 here. Here comes right fielder Ashley Digadoy. So I'll be in Crocker on Thursday. So here's another swing and a miss for strike 1. Of course, on Friday, we're here in Waynesville. Waynesville Tiger football taking on the Kickapoo Chiefs. That'll also be Military Appreciation Night for Waynesville, so make sure you come on down. If not, we got it on the radio. Here's a swing and a foul tip for strike 2. Next time we'll have Waynesville Lady Tiger softball. That is next Tuesday. Waynesville will play host to the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. Should be a fun one, as always, between the two teams. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, missed, strike 3. And that'll end it here in the second. So Ray strikes out the side. And that'll take us on into the bottom half of the inning. We'll see if Waynesville can pick up some more runs. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. 10-0 our score in favor of the Lady Tigers. You're listening to Lady Tiger Softball, Z102.3.
Football season means one thing, tailgate parties. And for 46 years running, the best-selling tailgates have been Ford F-Series. And right now at Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, you can get their best deals of the year on every built Ford Tough truck in stock. Hurry in today to get great low APR finance rates, big cash back, and amazing low monthly payments. So before you head to the game, head to Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert and get the ultimate tailgate for the ultimate tailgate party. Stop by now and get backed by Morse today.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Bottom of the second incoming here in Waynesville. 10-0 our score. Emma Ray taking care of business in the top half of the inning, striking out the side. She's got 6 strikeouts total. And now we'll see if the bats can continue to work here. Of course, the first inning sent up 15 hitters. 10 runs, 8 hits. You love to see it if you're head coach Rochelle Maubach. So it will be 7, 8, and 9 coming up here for the Lady Tigers. Looks like we may actually see a early pinch hitter, though. Looks like with a bat out there, it's Haley Beals. So we might get some new names here in this second inning. Again, with Waynesville well out in front. To see who hits, who stays in the field, etc., etc. But it will be Beals. We know that for sure. Beals, a freshman. She'll stand in, batting from the right-hand side as soon as we are good to go. Looks like we'll have a second pinch hitter coming up as well. Standing on deck here, Annalise Rivera. So those will be the first two hitters. We'll see who comes out from there. So we're just a little bit delayed here. Our home plate umpire talking things over with the central head coach. But it looks like we're all good to go now. We're all on the same page. And we'll get it going here with Beals. So Beals batting for Cobb here. Slightly open stance, takes the first pitch down the middle for strike one. Wench in the circle again, gave up several walks, but also had 2 strikeouts as well. So if it's in the zone, I want to take a crack at it like that one right there. There's another line drive out toward left. So Beals comes in as the pinch hitter and picks up a base knock here. Much like her predecessor Cobb in that 7 slot here. Now 1 for 1 on the day. And so, again, brings us to a junior now. Here's Annalise Rivera. Rivera, also a right-handed batter, batting for Caden O'Brien. First pitch on the way. Beals taking off for second. Throw is almost in time, but the tag's applied just a little bit late. And Beals will take second. See who's on deck for you. Looks like yet another pinch hitter, Carly Klein, standing in the on-deck circle. Here's a swing, hard hit line drive, but foul to the left. After Klein, we would go back to the top of the order. But we'll see if we see Riley Grosfener or perhaps somebody different as well. So runner on second here, nobody out. A 1-1 count here to Rivera. Comes that 1-strike pitch. Well high, 2-1. Rivera ahead in the count. Next offering, low and away, gets away. And moves Beals on over to third. So Beals steals one bag, advances on a wild pitch on the other. Now stands one bag away from perhaps making this an 11-run game. Next offering to Rivera, the 3-1 is high, ball 4. A single and a walk puts 2 runners aboard here. And again now settling in, Carly Klein. Wearing number 18, batting from the right-hand side of the plate. And it looks like we will see Riley Grosfener here. So, we'll have our regularly scheduled hitter here in just a moment. First, Klein gets her first crack at it. As soon as we get it marked up in the lineup card here. Taking a little bit of time to get it in there. I know we're seeing an onslaught of new players, but we are finally good. And so now let's see what Klein can do here from the right-hand side. Pitch here, low and away. Immediately taking second is Rivera. 2 runners in scoring position now, nobody out. So first base now unoccupied. Winch fires the 0-1. Here's a swing and a high fly ball left side, but it's going to be curling foul. Got some air under that one. But the Lady Bulldogs left fielder, Matilda Ward, unable to track that one down. She's been getting plenty of work today. Waynesville, they've been out in front of pitches today. It'll be 0-2 here to Klein. Wench well ahead in the count. Next pitch. That one's outside, 1-2. Wench not the fastest pitcher. Perhaps why we've seen so many balls to left field today from these right-handed hitters. Next pitch, too high, 2-2. Also seen some hard hit balls out there as well. Here comes the 2-2 now. Here's a soft line drive left side, but again, that one goes foul. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Next time, the Lady Tigers will be in action on the road, going to Springfield. Here's the 2-2. Up high, ball 3. Taking on the Glendale Lady Falcons. Of course, both members of the Ozark Conference. Glendale, 6-4 on the season. Wonder if they play today. Here's the payoff pitch, ground ball left side, but foul. We'll do it again. They do, in fact, play. They're on the road, taking on Rolla at this moment. Rolla themselves, 4-10 on the campaign. Waynesville will see them on the road later this year. That's going to be our one road trip with the Lady Tigers. Here's the next pitch. Again, foul. Popped it up this time over the net. Off toward the stands. Caught on the fly. And they'll toss that one back in. They'll bring it back. It's still good. Again, the turf means you don't really have to worry about those balls getting shined up. And we'll get a second helping here at 3-2. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Wench fires. And another foul ball. Just needs to slow down on it just a little bit. Needs to hold back on it. Keep the same power. Just keep it in play. And you've probably got yourself 2 RBIs. Beals on third, Rivera on second. Next payoff pitch. Here's a swing, and there's a line drive to left. That's over the head of the left fielder. That's going to score a couple runs for sure, but we'll see how many bags Klein can take herself. She's heading in for 3. They are going to send her home, and she is going to have herself a home run. So Carly Klein will touch them all. Cleared the head of the left fielder, Ward. And Waynesville will have their second home run of the day and make it a 13-0 ball game. Like I said, just needed to hold back on it just a little bit more. That time she was able to do it, and, well, she's well rewarded. So, we go back to the top of the order now, still with no outs. Now, a line drive sent over to second. It's going to be caught on the fly. So, Riley Grossfener, as I was looking at my score sheet, will actually fly out. I believe that was actually caught by the center fielder. That's one down. Grossfener really wasting no time swinging the bat. I think she's had 3 trips and has faced about 3 pitches. That time, unfortunately, puts it where the center fielder could track it down, that being Madison Taylor. There's one down here for, well, that'll actually be Sadie Fawn. So Sadie Fawn to the plate. She'll pop one up, and Wench has it. She'll put it in the glove for out number 2. So 2 straight outs here. Fawn pops out. And now we'll see Emma Ray. Base is empty here. 13-0 our score. First offering to Ray here. Swinging away. Another fly ball sent out towards center. Taylor underneath. And she'll make the catch for out number 3. So 3 straight outs here for Waynesville. Cuts the inning a little bit short, but they still find 3 runs. 3 runs on the 3-run home run for Carly Klein. Another inside the park home run for the Tigers today. They lead 13-0. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Lady Tiger Softball, Z102.3.
It's football season, and Paul's Furniture's got the way to recline. If you're looking for something that kicks back, lays back, goes flat, we've got it all here in stock and ready to go for Lazy Boy, Flex Steel, Ashley, some of the biggest name brands, and we've got a huge recliner sale going on right now. Buy one, get the second one at half price. Great football season coming up. Got basketball, we got baseball, we've got it all, but you can recline comfort at Paul's Furniture with free delivery.
Autumn means falling leaves and falling prices at your Napa Parts Store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save up to 50% on Pennzoil Full Synthetic and Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil. Plus, earn a $20 gift card when you buy 10 quarts or 2 5-quart bottles. Save $16 on a pair of Trico silicone ceramic wiper blades. Similar savings on other wiper blades from Napa and Rain-X. Save 33% on selected small engine products like Prime Line 2-cycle oil. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at your Napa Parts Store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue.
Top of the third here in Waynesville. This ball game about 45 minutes old. Emma Ray, 6 strikeouts for her in this one. She's given up just the one base runner on the walk today. She'll look to pick up 3 more here. She'll be facing 8, 9, and 1. Ward, Muller, and Wolliver set to bat here for the Springfield Central Bulldogs. Again, the Lady Tigers well out in front in this one, 13-0. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. Hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. Guess we're heading on into the evening. St. Louis Cardinals baseball over on our sister station, 97.9 The Source. About getting underway there. I think it was a 5:20 first pitch today. Ray's first pitch here. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Adam Wainwright on the bump for the Cardinals tonight. Still looking for 200. He's got to get 199 first. But he's got a chance again today. Here's a swing and a foul ball. Off to the net here, and it's 0-2. Ward, the left fielder. Batting from the right-hand side. Straightaway stance. Again, standing well back in the box here. Trying to counteract the speed of Ray. Here is a swing and a miss, though, and that's going to be strike 3. So Ward will strike out. Strikeout number 7 for Ray. Every out Waynesville's generated in this game has come via the K. Here is the number 9 hitter, second baseman Natalia Muller. Muller, another right-handed batter. Swing. Maybe caught a piece of it, but goes to the glove of Grosvenor anyway. Strike 1. 0-1 pitch here. Here's a ground ball back to the circle. Ray will have it. Easy throw over to first. Zarcone has it. Well, there's your first non-strikeout out. It's the 1-3 put out for out number 2. So Muller grounds out, and to the top of the order we go here. 2 away. Here's Izzy Wolliver. She struck out her first time up, so 0 for 1 today. First pitch delivered to the catcher is swung on miss, strike 1. By the way, the Cardinals taking on the Baltimore Orioles here today. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, foul territory. Underneath it, Reagan Grosvenor makes the catch for out number 3. So only 1 strikeout this inning for Ray, but still 7 total through 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base here for the Central Bulldogs. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. We'll see if Waynesville can pick up the 2 runs they need for a run rule win. Remember, 15 after 3. We'll find out here in 60 seconds. You're listening to Lady Tiger Softball, Z102.3.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1 topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Again, bottom of the third here in Waynesville. 13-0 our score. Lady Tigers well out in front of the Springfield Central Bulldogs. Connor Harvard here with you, Z102.3. Again, make sure to tune in next Tuesday. Lady Tigers back at home, taking on Lebanon. Should be a fun game. Of course, all games are between Waynesville and Lebanon, not too far away from one another. Both teams either above the 500 mark or hovering around it. Lebanon, like I said, 6-7 here at this moment, but obviously a couple games from now until next Tuesday. We'll see what Lebanon brings to the table here on Tuesday. We'll also have Crocker Stoutland on Thursday, so make sure to tune in for a little bit of Frisco League action. Got to see Crocker and Stoutland a little bit earlier. The Frisco League softball tournament, the Lady Lions, the Lady Tigers, eventually met in that consolation game. I believe it was Crocker who came out on top. But they'll take another crack at it, and we'll get it on the air for you. Again, it'll be right here, Z102.3 on Thursday, a 5 o'clock start time. Those Frisco League games, 5 o'clock starts. So, 4, 5, 6 coming up here for the Lady Tigers. Reagan Grosvenor, Horsey, and Zarcone. Your scheduled batters here. We'll do things as scheduled here. Here's Reagan Grosvenor. Working on a 1-for-2 day today. First pitch here from Wench, who remains in the circle. Stays low, ball 1. Grosvenor 1-for-2, but with 4 RBIs. Grand slam in the first inning. Inside the park, grand slam. 1-0 now. Lays off the pitch up high, 2-0. 2 home runs, both inside the park today for the Lady Tigers. Way outside. Wolver doing a good job behind the plate of diving after that one. Nobody on to take advantage of it, but it's the concept. We go 3-0. Comes that 3-0 pitch now to Grosvenor. Too low. Again, one hops the plate, and that'll draw the walk. So Grosvenor aboard, and that will essentially bring up the winning run to the plate here. Soraya Horsey. Number 15 after 3. That's your run rule. Number 15 would be Horsey here at the moment if she manages to score. First pitch to Horsey. Swung on, missed. Grosvenor on over to second. 0-1. Horsey is 1-for-1. A walk and a single today. Ground ball, left side of the infield, but was able to beat the throw down the line. Here's a swing and a miss once more, 0-2. So Horsey down in the count here. Now the next pitch from Wench. Again, bounces in front of home plate, 1-2. 10 runs in the first. 3 in the second today for the Lady Tigers. 10 hits total. Next pitch. That one finds the corner. Strike 3 called. Strikeout number 3 today for Wench. And with that runner still over on second, well, here comes a pinch hitter. Kaylin Bryan will be the next one to hit here. Donning number 22. She'll hit for Zarcone. Right-handed hitter. Again, representing that run rule run. First pitch offered up to the right-handed hitter. Swung on, missed. 4 strike 1. Bryan, one of many freshmen taken to the roster for Waynesville this year, 0-1. Inside half, make it 0-2. on deck here. Looks like we'll see Cobb back to the plate. Kendall Cobb. Here's the 0-2. Here's a swing. Ground ball sent over toward third. Runner will have to wait before taking off to third. Throw across the diamond. Gets away from the first baseman. That does score the run as Grosvenor will score. Meanwhile, over to second goes Bryan on the error. It'll be a single. And then an error to move her on over to second. 14-0 now in favor of Waynesville. She was going to beat the throw, so she gets credit for the infield single. But the error does come on the fact that the ball went by and gave her second. Here's a hard hit line drive out toward left. That might be it. That's going to get by Ward out in left field. Rounding third is Bryan. She is going to easily score, and that should pretty much do it. As meanwhile, Cobb will find her way into third. She'll have herself the RBI triple. So 15-0 here in favor of Waynesville. And again, I think that will be it. Yep, that'll do it here for this one. Waynesville finds victory number 9 here this season. So the Lady Tigers take care of business. They only needed 3 innings here for this one. The final inning, they pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. No, 1 error. And theoretically, 1 runner left on base. So, hey, let's do what we always do. Let's take a couple minutes. We'll come back. We'll wrap this one up here for you, and we'll again, talk about what we've got coming up here. But a quick one here today. Waynesville wins this one over Springfield Central, 15-0 in 3 innings. You're listening to Lady Tiger Softball, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What does Seeger Toyota of St. Robert do for you? Number 1, we provide a great atmosphere. Number 2, with over 220 new Toyotas either on the ground or heading our way, we provide a great selection of new Seeger Toyotas. And number 3, we have you covered for pre-owned as well with over 140 on the ground now. You get to deal with the number 1 new car dealer, used car dealer, and service department as voted by you through the best of Pulaski County Awards 2023. Let us show you what it's like to be treated the Seeger way and make this buying a car thing fun like it should be. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
What if you stepped out of the picture tonight? How would you want to be remembered? And who would make decisions about planning your funeral service? This is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. We help families create meaningful services that respect and honor the memory of their loved one's life. At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, we offer our support and guidance when your family needs us the most.
And once again, welcome back out here to the Waynesville Lady Tiger softball field. Dominating performance tonight for the Lady Tigers as they take care of business. Only needed 3 innings to defeat the Springfield Central Lady Bulldogs today. Final score in this one, 15-0. So Connor Harbin here with you, Z102.3. Wrapping this one up here today. It's a game that takes just under an hour to complete. Got started a few minutes before the halfway point of the 4 o'clock hour. Well, we're wrapping things up here a few minutes before the halfway point of the 5 o'clock hour. But your scoring lines here today, Waynesville, 15 runs on 12 hits. Only 1 error for Central in this game. Waynesville certainly had those bats going. Now, you could say there were some balls that maybe should have been caught out there, but they didn't touch the glove. They go down as hits. In fact, both home runs, really essentially, that's what it is. They'll go down as home runs, but they cleared the head of the left fielder. But anyway, 15 runs on 12 hits, only 1 error, and 3 runners left on base today for the Lady Tigers. Meanwhile, for Central, no hit here today. Emma Ray throws a 3-inning no-hitter, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Only 1 got on board. That was the walk given up in the first inning to Madison Taylor. So Waynesville improves to 9-4 here on the season, just a couple of wins away from reaching their season win total a year ago. And tell you what, with how many games you have left, it's pretty certain. I think you pretty much are going to reach it. I think, obviously, with some of the opponents coming up here, you're going to have opportunities to win some games. And so this is really a Waynesville team, I think, that's pretty special. Remember, this is a team last year. Even want to flash back to 2022. Near the end of the year, they were starting to pick up some big wins with that youthful lineup. The win over Joplin, the close loss, I guess I should say not a win, but a close loss to the number 1 seed in that district. This has been pretty much coming. I think a lot of people could have told you this was going to be a team that could certainly do some damage this year, and so far they have. Central, they dropped to 0-6 here on the season. So what's next for the Lady Tigers? They will move on. They will take on Glendale up next. That game will be on the road, so we will not carry that one for you, but make sure to tune in for our next broadcast. Our next broadcast of Waynesville Lady Tiger softball coming up next Tuesday. A week from now, we'll be back here in Waynesville as they play host to the Lebanon Yellow Jackets. So again, that's going to be a 4:30 start and a 4:15 pregame right here on Z102.3. As far as softball, our next softball broadcast goes, we got Frisco League action coming up next. Over to Crocker. Not too far away from Waynesville. Crocker, the Lady Lions, playing host to the Stoutland Lady Tigers. That'll be a 5 o'clock start. We'll have pregame for that one at 4:45. So again, go ahead and look forward to that one. Before we go, of course, our Domino's Pizza players that deliver. Well, pretty much everybody who played today ended up scoring a run. I don't think there was actually, well, when you look at it, yeah, pretty much everybody who went in, even the pinch hitters, ended up scoring here today. But our players that deliver, we'll give them to the 2 home runs here today because they were obviously instrumental in picking up lots of runs. The grand slam in the first inning for Reagan Grossfeiner. She ended up scoring another run on the day, but 4 RBIs for her. She'll be a player that delivers. And how about Carly Klein coming in pinch hitting in the second inning, ends up getting a 3 RBI home run, 3-run home run. The only 3 runs of the inning, but, well, you have to work with what you're given. So a 3-run home run, she'll be a player that delivers as well. So, hey, I think we'll just go ahead and wrap it up right there. Again, for Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harbert. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoy bringing it to you here tonight. Again, your final score, Waynesville 15, Springfield Central nothing. You're listening to Lady Tiger Softball right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You're listening to KOZQ, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.